Good evening, Hobby World. Thanks for joining us live tonight for episode 66. I think. The Personal Rips and Hobby Chat joining us tonight, as always, is Ken from Doing the B Card Blog. I'm Herman, aka 3B Collections. We're here every Monday night or so at 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about our hobby and yours. Feel free to join into the conversation in chat. Hope everybody's doing well. Glad to have Ken back.
Happy Tax Day.
Happy Tax Day. That's it.
In all seriousness, for all the hell I give Brad, I appreciate him stepping in last week and allowing me to take another week off or a week off. I really do appreciate it. All right, now I'm back in camera.
Yep.
Oh, and what I told you was in that box, I was wrong. That was the wrong box. This was something else. So I have multiple large boxes to open.
Okay.
How about
so we got
1996 Fleer Ultra racing box?
Oh, that's
1996 awesome. Viper. Look how big this bad boy is. How thick that is. It's a thickie, as they say. And then this one right here. Colby, who picked these up for me. But this, look at this thing. Look at how big this is.
Wait a minute. You're holding it next to your head to compare how big it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how big an Ultra box is.
Yeah.
It's ginormous. Words I've never heard. Anyway. Hi everyone. I'm back.
Let's see who we got with us. We got Bo cleaning his card room. We got Rich, Mark, Ed, John Keating. Welcome everybody.
I just want to tell John thank you for watching my video for today, even though you have absolutely no interest in what I showed. That is what, to me, YouTube should be about. I watch a lot of videos from a lot of guys with stuff I care nothing about. They are my YouTube friends, and I support them.
Watch a baseball content.
There's a lot of that garbage.
Oh, man. So Bo hit on something this morning that he's talking about getting organized. And it's kind of something that I've been fighting for the last few weeks with some remodels and stuff going on. The old card room has kind of went to pot lately. And I've been trying to get things back in order and do some condensing. And it's happening slowly. Of course, I mean, with everyday life, you can't spend every minute doing it. So you just got to do it when you can.
I do think keeping neat and keeping both organized and neat is certainly an ongoing struggle for most of us in the hobby. Now there are some that you know where it is, but a lot of those guys have the smaller collections too. I'm sure there's some of the guys that have the larger collections that do it. Yeah, it was interesting to hear Bo talk about how he said he liked his chaos, and it just always was always a little bit of a I'd look at that and just but I guess things change, or as his business is evolving, it's a need. Oh, I did want to say, Bo, I didn't comment on your video from this morning, but if you've already got those cards that are sorted by team, even if you're not going to continue doing it, why not just throw those in a lot on eBay by team instead of just putting them into the big old bulk you're going to dump? Just a thought. Just trying to make you a few extra bucks.
Hey, we got Mickey jumping in. Yeah, that's an idea. I mean, because
if they're already sorted, I mean, I get that you don't want to sort more. Completely understand, but hell, even if you've only got 50 to 100, I mean, still,
Because I mean, I'm always searching eBay for Braves lots.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a flat rate of whatever, but.
Yeah, just because you've already done the work, no sense kind of undoing it in as far as just going ahead and going ahead and putting those in the bulk if you don't want to sort the new stuff, because that's time consuming, and to sort a bunch of commons, even if you're selling off a priority mailbox of commons, you're not getting that much out of it, and time is, as he said, time is money. So,
Right.
but
Well,
yeah, the
yeah,
stuff you've already got done.
when you're trying to make a business out of it, yeah, I completely agree with that. I know a lot of times I'll go through mine and I'll sort them one way in the middle, like 6 months, year later, whatever. I'm like, well, I want them this way, and go back and sort through them again and put them in a different order or whatever. But the dilemma that I have at the moment, which was kind of what sparked uh my new sorting endeavor, is, I made mention before I was given the opportunity to start the 1980 set that I do have a Ricky Henderson rookie card.
Didn't that come via one Mr. John Keating?
Thanks to John Keating, yes, sir. And now I'm trying to find said Ricky Henderson rookie card.
Been there. Raise your hand in the chat if you've been there. Everybody's going to raise their hand.
I know I have it. I know it's here. I've shared it because I remember having I did a video. I don't know. It was right when I first got on YouTube and was sharing, some cards. And one of the things was that I made the comment that I had the two big rookies out of the 80s, which was Joe Montana and Ricky Henderson. The Montana's right here. I'm looking at it right now, but I cannot find the Henderson. But it's here, and I'll find it. So
the great thing about having like that card, if you wanted the Montana, if you literally just wanted to do set, I guarantee you find like a complete set minus the Montana and get it for, what, $30, probably more like 50 or 60. But still, you could really just go ahead and say, okay, I've got that set if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
That's the great thing about having the big rookie already.
Bo's trying to get me in the 82 set. I've already got the 82. I had stopped to 81 and John pushed me over the edge. No, John, I've got it. John says he's got an extra Henderson rookie. I've got the rookie. I know I do. There's not a doubt in my mind that it's here. I got it. I just got to find it. So, and
it's gonna be the last place you look for it. It always is.
Well, I'm going through every box I have trying to find it. So,
because if it's not the last place you look, then yeah, you got bigger problems.
Which I did add 4 more to the set today. They should be on the way.
To the 80 or to the 72? To 80 or 72? To the 80 or okay.
I'm actually holding off on buying any more of the 72 for now until I get up to Madison. Because I know that if I jump on eBay or something and I pick, just say I pick 2 or 3 of them up and then I go up to Madison, it'll be the 2 or 3 that I find. They'll be the ones that I've already picked up on eBay. So
that is something I wanted to discuss. I was thinking about earlier, since, we don't actually do show topics anymore. We just both jump on here like 3 minutes before the show starts. But yeah, that was one thing I want to talk about. I figure we talk about it next week. It's kind of like, what is your strategy, or, what are you wanting to do up there? I know about friendship and camaraderie and all of that, but yeah, maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more next weekend, because it's not this weekend, it's next weekend, right?
Right.
There you go.
I like that. I would love to finish the set, in person, in-person purchases or trades or whatever, but
at a show on the first time that you've flown, yeah, you'll always
that would be like just
remember off that set as opposed to buying off some random eBay dude.
If I get back that Sunday and then we go back live that Monday, that would be the show topic for the whole night.
So I guess next Monday will be card show stuff, because I plan on heading to a show this weekend. We got a 2-day show here in Arlington, run by the same promoter of the Dallas Card Show. This is also the Dallas Card Show. It's just not the big extravaganza with the fair and the Ferris wheel and all that shit he's got up there in Allen.
Yep. We got Jeannie with us now. She joined us. She made it on time. Give her a heads up.
speaking of cow tipping, my aunt that passed away earlier this year, I remember when she came up to West Virginia the first time, she was serious. She asked us how the cows stood on the side of the hills without falling over.
Well, they breed them different up there. You know, they got 2 legs longer than the others.
Something like that. Huh? I'm gonna miss that lady. And thanks to everybody there did for the kind words over the last couple of weeks. By the way, on the passing of my grandpa, I appreciate that. It's nice to know people care. I appreciate it.
Yeah, John. If I don't make it back on the plane, the 72s I have, you're welcome to. I'll let my wife know to send them your way. Just leave the address in the comments.
Well, at least the wife knows where to send some of them.
That's right. There's one binder she knows what to do with. Well, actually, there's more than one because
you got the one for the kids and
I got the one for the kids, and they're already labeled. So what? So Rich says ComC's going to be at the Arlington show.
Yep. So I will see you Saturday and or Sunday.
Yep.
Rich.
Well, you kind of put it out there about asking, what my strategy was for going at the Bo show. I honestly, when I first planned on going, I didn't have one as far as what I was looking for, other than just going because, Jenny talked me into it, so it's all her fault. But I've kind of over the last couple of weeks, I've kind of thought about it, which. The first thing I thought about was, Bo had made mention of the guy that he has that has a lot of vintage. I think his name was Tony. Yeah. I want to try to do that. And then of course I'll be looking for any of the ones that to finish the 80s set. And I've got a couple other sets and I'll just basically concentrate on those. Other than that, I'm always looking for some of the older Braves cards, tops, mainly to finish my binder. So
Dale Earnhardt, excuse me.
Yeah, and Dale Earnhardt.
Speaking of, I could have talked to this not on the show in front of everyone, but you do have a Funko for me. Which one did you grab? Was it the Wrangler or was it the? I just want to know because I need to get the other one.
It's right here. I still got it. It's still
yours.
What is
he? So that's the Goodwrench one.
Yep.
Okay. So I need to get, or no, that's the Wrangler one.
Yeah, the Wrangler.
Okay, so I need to get the Goodwrench.
Yep.
Okay. Show back on.
Let's see. Let's catch up. Chat blew up real quick. Let's see.
But yeah, John, you got to give me some more detail on when you're going to be down here, and definitely would love to meet up with you when you're down here. You said next month.
So Mickey says he built the 80 set, put it in a binder a couple months ago, or about a year ago, and then bought an 80s complete 80s set at an estate sale.
So were the designs just better in the 80s, or is it just my nostalgia? I mean, just pretty much all those 80 sets. There's like something to like about pretty much every one outside of like 86, 89.
Yep. Rich says that whatever the wife, kids, and grandkids don't want, and John doesn't take, he knows a charity that'll take them. I might have to put that in my I might have to put a note in here for that and let her know where to send anything that doesn't go to certain individuals. Because I mean, the way I collect, it's outside of sets, not everybody's going to want or need or even want anything I have. So I feel like anything of that would be considered sentimental value to, say, my kids or grandkids, outside of that, it would have to go to just like a donation somewhere. No need to try. Go ahead.
Sorry. I was saying,
no, I was saying, no need to worry about trying to price it out and sell it. Just, give the kids and grandkids what's theirs, and outside of that, dump the rest of it, because it won't mean anything to anybody else other than me. unless they're a Freeman collector or Braves collector. So
I'm thinking about that poor kid at Rich's Card Show in the year 2060 that gets a bag full of 100 Freddie Freemans and just starts crying. What the hell is this crap?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was actually looking forward to watching the Braves and the Dodgers tonight, but they don't come on till like 10:10 my time.
Mm-hmm. That's the slight advantage of now being in Texas. At least I'm one time zone back because I used to hate that when I used to hate that being on the East Coast time, and hell, even when I was following the Blackhawks because I had the channel that carried all their games. I mean, even their normal games didn't start until 8:30 because they were in the Central Time Zone. So it was already 8:30 by the time they started.
So this is an interesting question. So Jenny says, "Oh wait, that's not the wrong one. Ooh, here we go. She will know if we had a contact for the other half and kids to call if something happened to us as far as getting rid of our cards." And I actually do. Of course, he'll probably say give them all to Rich. So
my wife knows. She knows to contact. She knows to contact my buddy Jason if anything happens, and I have some consignments out there, so the consigners know if something happens to me, they know how to get a hold of her. So, yep. At least got that part taken care of.
John says he'll be flying over the Dodger Stadium when they're playing tonight. Yep.
He's like
and Jenny, now that you mention that, my wife and my kids, they all know that as far as my sets, if they go through my binders and look, I've built the complete sets of the flagship tops for all my kids and have recently started with my grandkids. And their name, once I finish the set, their name is on when they open the binder, it's got their name on it. So when it comes time to distribute whose is whose, it's their names are in there. So that part of it will make it easier. And like I said, beyond that, outside of if they find somebody that wants a bulk Freeman or Dale Murphy collection, then the rest of it can be just done whatever. It may go on a Goodwill pallet for Bo.
I'll give her a couple bucks for all those Murphys.
There you go.
And if you're not buried with it, I will take good care of your first Murphy.
I don't think I have a coffin card.
Okay, fair enough. But if you did, it would be that one. It seems like.
Well,
it's the card you talk about the most. The individual card you talk about the most.
Well, yeah, and it's right here. It's always right in front of me.
Exactly.
That may would be. I mean, it's a 10-cent card at most, but in the condition it's in, it's recycled material. So.
Yeah, but see, I know, but I get it. I know what it is. I'll take good care of it. Well, I can't guarantee what'll happen after I'm done, but.
I just love the fact that I actually put a pinhole in it.
I had an Andrew Shaw wallet card for a while, but when I shrunk down my wallet, card didn't quite fit in there anymore. So I've been there. I've been there.
Jenny wants to know how we got the topic of me being on. I think she started that, didn't she?
She did. That's on you.
I think.
Yeah. Because she asked the question of like if we had a plan.
And I don't know. We may have said something to make her ask the question. I don't know.
But, it's not us. We're innocent.
I know what it was. Somebody or you or somebody had to comment about what happens to. Oh, John. John started it. He wanted to know if he could have what was left of my 72s if I didn't make it back from Wisconsin.
Okay. That's John's fault then. Not my fault. It wasn't me. Usually I'm the heel on the show, but it wasn't me tonight.
John says he'll turn all my cards into chicken litter.
Chickens. Remember I said last week I wanted to talk about chickens?
Well, let's do it.
All right, so a couple weeks ago, I'm back up in West Virginia for my grandpa's funeral. We go out the day after. My dad needed to get a new burn barrel, so we go up to Rural King, get it. And like while we're standing there waiting, my sister and my niece had been inside looking at bunnies and chickens. And my sister comes up and jokingly says, Dad, you might have to get a chicken coop because Kaylee will want to come out and be out there. And he's like, I've been thinking about it. So now we potentially have chickens on this side too. I won't get to see the chickens very much, but maybe there are chickens in the Kinsley family future.
Well, there you go.
I'm just like, of all the things, it wasn't rabbit, it wasn't livestock, it was chickens.
No goats, no cows, no rabbits.
No goats, no cows, no nothing but chickens. And I definitely had a bit of an internal chuckle at that point. I'm like,
I was the first person you thought.
Herman's got to hear this.
On your mind. That's it. I got you.
But I forgot about it until somebody said chickens. So thank you, John. Now you have redeemed yourself, and you're now at a flat 0. You're neither positive nor negative.
Oh, this is fun. Yep.
But I don't know if they're going to be.
We're talking about me passing and what's happening in my cards, and I just want to get them in order.
Now chickens.
Well, I guess outside of that, I do have my wax collection that could be done something with, but
like earwax.
Earwax. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or junk wax.
That's going to be in high demand.
Yep. But no, I've got a few like sealed boxes that I've gotten put back. But I feel like that, stuff like that'll get rid of itself. So
you do have. So you keep full boxes from time to time when you find them cheap. I assume is what you do.
Yeah, and most recently I've started picking up. Well, I play every year, but it's only been 3 years. But for the past 3 years, I've picked up a box of opening day. But I've kind of put those back at that for when my grandson gets to the point where if he shows enough interest and he's old enough to actually understand what he's doing, I'd always said that we'd sit down and just like start opening the box. And it started with like, the year he was born. So
very nice. Yeah, my buddy Jason, those of you who watch my channel, I've done a few streams with him. Yeah, he like anytime he buys a box or anything, he keeps one pack. So he's got like an unopened pack collection. And I have no concept of how many that is now. But, probably when he goes to card shows or flea markets and you find like these non-sport 25-cent packs, he's probably keeping all that.
John.
Man, I could have gone all night without seeing that. That's so wrong.
It's called low temp wax.
You're back down to negative. You have been relegated.
What is that? What was that? 9.5 weeks? Is that where they use the candles?
I got nothing. Not a big movie person.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hard to keep my attention that long.
You're a NASCAR person, though, right?
Not really.
No.
I'm more IndyCar.
Right.
I know. If you don't follow racing, they're all the same. I get it.
I was wondering if you'd watched the race yesterday.
I actually did up until the time of the rain delay, and I was already considering turning it off. It just did not interest me. I'm really trying more this year, and I plan to watch some more F1 this year. But it's just the modern. It's just not entertaining to me.
Apparently, John is on a plane now, and he's sharing this video with somebody next to him.
I want to know what WWF wax packs John has. He might have told me and I just forgot, but
I know I saw him post them. That was
man, I must. It's been a long couple of weeks. As y'all probably noticed, like even on social media, outside of posting everybody's YouTube videos, I'm really not that active there. Instagram, anywhere lately. It's been.
But I did watch. I don't watch as much NASCAR, nowhere near as much NASCAR as I used to, but I did watch the race yesterday. Some of it, like you said, and I watched the truck race the night before, just because it was on dirt and it was something kind of interesting. But
it'll be interesting to see. So yeah, those stands? There were not a lot of people there, so I wonder if it's probably a combination of the both. But is it that the novelty is worn off after last year? Also, last year they had the heats and the main race on the same day, if I remember correctly, because I think the main race everything got rained out, I think, on Sunday last year and was on like a Monday afternoon, but also being Easter. I mean, yeah, those stands didn't even look like they were quite half full, and I was really surprised by that. But like I said, it might be both factors. There may even be something else. But I mean, the Easter thing, I don't think necessarily is the worst thing because, I mean, over time, if you can traditionally run on Easter, which they don't do, I mean, we watch a lot of football on Thanksgiving.
yeah,
we watch football on Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, not trying to necessarily equate racing to football. I mean, football really is the most popular sport in America, the American football. But,
all right, John. So I didn't realize John didn't have a wrench, but you have it now. So,
oh, a wrench. I thought you said a ranch. I'm like, what the hell? How many chickens has he got?
A chicken ranch. But yeah, I gave you a wrench.
Yeah, he said I liked him on Twitter. But man, it's like I said, it's the last few weeks have been a hell of a decade.
Yeah, I saw him too because he made the comment that he's so old that he still calls it WWF.
I do remember that. You know what? I was thinking because he said wax packs. I was thinking the tops, but I think they were the classic, and they're not wax packs. Not that I'm trying to get technical, but I think that's what was throwing me off. I was thinking of like the 85 or the 87 tops, and I think they were the 91 classic, which still have some good stuff in them. I think that's one of the Undertaker's first cars, stuff like that.
Yep. Matter of fact, I need to go back and there's several people in here that I need to add. There's Rich.
You get a wrench. You get a wrench.
That's what I'm doing.
You get a wrench.
Rich
I don't know how to do that.
I think Rich and John was the only two. I don't know how. That's it.
I apologize, John, but now, yeah, like I said, I think it's the class ones, and I remember that now. Just, yeah, I'm definitely still having some brain fog for the last few weeks. Haven't been sleeping well either. Yeah. The classic Mylar packs. Yeah, that's okay. I do remember that now. Yeah, there's some fun stuff in there. I actually did a throwback Thursday with a couple packs of those. I don't know, probably about a year ago or something. I had bought them off Sport Lots for I think like 50 cents a piece or something, which was ridiculously cheap, especially if you compare it to the prices of the first WWE Prism. Although that went stupid, it sounds like, and now it's come crashing back down to earth. Ooh, imagine that. Where have we ever seen that happen in cards before? Everybody overpays the first week, and then stuff drops to like 75, 80%.
Now John wants a caulk gun. He just wants it all. He wants the whole toolbox. Get you a hammer and a drill, a level.
Very needy, John. Very needy.
But if I give him all that, he's got to come help me remodel.
He can bring you some. He can bring you some more 70s cards while he's on the way. Just throw him in the check luggage.
Yep. All right. Well, one thing I wanted to share tonight, and I don't want to, bring the topic down because it's been fun so far. But John Newman had shared this, and I had reached out and asked him about sharing it, which he didn't have any problem with, and I didn't think he would. But back last year, it was November, I think, November of last year, November 21st, I think it was, at the was it Waukesha, Wisconsin Christmas parade.
I believe it's Waukesha.
Waukesha. Okay.
I believe
I'm gonna murder these names, but and Bo always says all the time he kind of comments on some of the names in the towns in Wisconsin, but during their Christmas parade last year, there was a what I'm going to call an idiot that had the mindset of just barreling through the Christmas parade, and he ended up injuring, I think it was a total of 62, and they had 6 fatalities. Yeah, two of whom were it was two. Let me share this real quick. There was 2 brothers. Well, I can't get it. Here we go. Share. Give me a second. Here we go. There's 2 brothers, 12-year-old Tucker and 8-year-old Jackson Sparks. They were in the parade with their Little League baseball team, both of which were at the time injured. But 8-year-old Jackson had he had succumbed to his injuries, I think a day or 2 later. But John shared this on his show this morning, and he's got a lot more detail about it than I do. But they've created a foundation, the Jackson Sparks Foundation, and of course they're taking donations to help the family. But and I don't know who started this, if it was something John started or somebody else had told John about it. But both of these brothers collected baseball cards together, and their favorite team is the Brewers, and Tucker's favorite player is Christian Yelich. So they're kind of asking everybody that if they would or wanted to or felt the pull to brighten the kid's spirits to send him whatever you could or whatever you wanted. And I know that John had mentioned, and I told John the same thing, that share the address, and I mean, he's welcome to every Christian Yelich card I have. So that's what I've been doing since I got off work, is going through my collection and pulling the Yeliches. And let's see, let's share that here.
There's your idea, John.
Boom. Here we go.
Get him 60,000 cards.
That's it. And this is which this is actually John's post here, but he went on to share, and I hope this shows good enough for everybody to see. It's the address where you can send any cards that you would like to send, and I'd like to challenge everybody in the chat. If you have any Brewers cards that you'd like to send, more specifically the Christian Yelich, please do so. And I know there's been the question was asked about donating money, which this is a foundation for. It helps kids that's lost parents or siblings or anything like that. So I'm sure that any of that would be welcome too. But I know when John mentioned this in the DMs yesterday, it kind of, and after I got to looking into it, it's like, this is what, this is the hobby, in my opinion. So, but you can send it to Tucker Sparks, care of the Jackson Sparks Foundation. And it is a post office box, and I won't even try to mutilate this county or Muckwaga, Wisconsin.
Mukwanago. I'm going with Mukwanago.
Mukwanago. Wisconsin.
That's what I'm going with.
And I'll add this. Of course, I've retweeted this on Twitter, but I'll add this to the show notes if anybody wants to go back and get the address for later. Like I said, I like to encourage and challenge anybody that's here tonight or anybody that watches in the future to, give what you can to Tucker. So I'm sure it'll mean a lot. Let's see. Here we go. Mukwonago. Mukwonago?
Mugwanago. That's what I'm going with now.
Right. Yeah, it is, John, and it was one that it's like, of course, this story, this family was brought up and front and center into the hobby world, but you think there was other than Jackson. There's 5 other fatalities and 61 other injuries. That's for somebody to do something like that. It's you kind of wonder what goes through people's heads. Oh, Ken, you had it. He said you nailed it.
Well, I think the second go. Yeah, Mugwanago.
Mugwanago.
I'm just curious because there's a K in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's those crazy Wisconsin names.
Yeah,
and people do not spell things phonetically up there. Now, that being said, I'm going to be of the assumption those are Native American names. Both of those. Waukesha and Mugwanago. Yes, I'm going to assume those are Native American.
Yeah, he says the K is kind of solid. But yeah, anyway, not to make light of it, but yeah, like I said, I'm pulling all mine, and I'm actually, I don't want to just dump everything on him, but I don't know how into the some of the older Brewers players he would be, which I kind of doubt, and I don't want to speak for him, but I don't know if from back in the early 2000s, whatever, but I have a ton of Brewers cards I can send, but I'm trying to stick with more of the more recent, probably in the last maybe 2 or 3 years, and send those, and definitely all the Yelich cards. So,
fortunately, I don't think I really have much because I think a year or so ago when I was going through and dumping off some teams, kind of like when I sent you all those Braves, you remember?
Yeah.
I had a Brewers fan I sent a bunch off to, so I don't really think I got much of anything.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't have as much as I probably would like to send, but like I said, what I have will be going to him, and I'm hoping to get them all together tonight and get them out tomorrow. So
I can send him some Dale Earnhardt cards.
Yep.
That's all I got. I got nothing else.
That's fun. Yeah. I didn't see if he was a NASCAR fan or not, but
I'm gonna go with probably not.
But I feel like if he was, he would know who Earnhardt was.
Who did?
Let's see what.
Who knows who Earnhardt is? Wait, I missed it.
I said I feel like, but if he was, he would know who Earnhardt was.
Oh, yeah. I was reading Jenny's comment, so I kind of. Yeah, Brewers are still in the American League. Agreed. And the Astros are still in the National League.
If we're all sending Brewers, let's see, it would be what, $45 in shipping each person to ship. What kind of cool Yelich could we get? Oh, she's okay. She's talking about getting together and buying like one big card to send him. Well, that's an idea. We've done that before.
Yeah, Brewers in the American League. Yeah, when I stopped following baseball ceased to exist, so it's just stayed the same.
So you're just like all out on baseball now. I mean, you're a baseball guy in here.
I mean, the only way I could be more out on baseball would be when they're dispersing my cards to other people. When I'm dead, I'll care less, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. We want to go to a few Rangers games this year because it is kind of nice in that dome stadium. But Yeah, honestly, what John said, the Expos are currently leading the NL East. Yeah, I mean that's really about the time I noticed my love for baseball was that strike. I mean, I still followed it, but definitely not to the same degree. And then just over time, it just kind of went more and more away from me. And then here and I was so I've been way behind on YouTube videos and played a bunch of bows back to back. So they were from like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and hearing everyone talk about the blackouts and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's asinine the way that MLB treats their consumers.
True.
Yeah.
So true.
I mean, not that every other sport isn't like that, but I mean, it's just that little bit worse. It feels like with baseball.
Yeah. Well, Jenny, you put that out there, and I'm good with it. I'm still going to send what I have, but if that's something that everybody wants to get together, I'm good with it. I'll contribute whatever need be. But John was a good buy. Kansas City or crossing Colorado.
On two of my flights, I'd always thought this would be such a cool idea. Like you would fly and you wouldn't know where you were over, but I had 2 flights each way. I flew through Detroit on the way to Pittsburgh and then on New York City on the way back. But on 2 of my flights, yeah, they've got the little screens on the back of the seats now, and like you can see where you're flying over in general. Random, sorry.
Yeah. I'm not.
He had mentioned that.
I'm not even going to touch John's last comment.
Jeez.
But yeah,
Herman may need a few of those before his flight.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I finally found me a bag. I got on Delta's website and I found the dimensions and then realized that I had one here that I could use as a carry-on, and then realized that I'm only going to be there 2 days, and this bag is a lot bigger than what I need, so I'm good.
Those bastards at Delta. Let me tell you about Delta. So, when I get on the plane in Pittsburgh, they require me to check my carry-on, which I did not want to check because I had family artifacts, photos, a lot of papers, things like that. Also had 3 of the casings from my grandfather's 21 gun salute. They required me to check it. Then she told me, I said, well, I've only got like a 30-minute layover when I get to New York. Am I going to have this in time that I can make? Oh, well, you're going to stay on this plane. It's just going through. You don't. Well, that was a lie. Then they did something else that pissed me off, but I can't remember what it was. But they do have the screen. They were the ones that had the screens. So there is that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Bitter bean, just venting.
I've pretty much set on taking this bag I have, and it's under their parameters that they put out on the website. So if they come up and tell me I got to check it, then I don't. We may have an issue.
Oh, that's another thing John said. Delta, they say they got Wi-Fi. That Wi-Fi didn't work on my phone. It's hot garbage. It doesn't do shit. Liars.
It's about like data service when you walk into a stadium. There's too many people on it. But yeah.
No, I agree. All right.
Jenny will know what my flight schedule is. I'm flying out of Atlanta it says I'm flying out of Atlanta at 10 a.m. and arriving in Minnesota at 11 a.m., which I'm assuming the 11 is Madison time. So
yeah, it'll be Central time. Or you say you're going to Minnesota? Are they in Central or are they in Mountain?
I'm going to Madison. So
they might be Mountain. How long is that flight? Is it 2 hours or 3 hours? That seems like that might be a 3-hour flight.
No, it says flight time 2 hours, hour and 59 minutes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Then they are in Central. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, and that kind of, I was telling my dad about it, and he was telling me about when he was in the military. The first time he got to take leave and come home, he was in Louisiana, and he was going to fly home, and his plane was going to depart at like 12 p.m. or something like that. And they told him he would arrive in Atlanta at 12:30 p.m., which, factoring in the time difference. But, he was like 19 or 20, something like that. Then he told him, he said, no, thank you. I'll take a bus. He didn't want to get on nothing that traveled that fast. So he's always told that story, and it's, which now, of course, later on he realized the time difference, but I just thought it was funny that he's like, oh, take off at 12, arrive at 12:30. No, I'm not doing that.
I mean, admittedly, the first few times I flew, I had to get used to that. I, could never quite remember because I wasn't flying on any consistent basis. But yeah, you have to remember that. Oh yeah, every time you land or depart, it's in whatever their time is. That's why I was checking on the flight time, because I didn't know if it might be 3 hours, which would have potentially put Minnesota in the mountain, just because I didn't know.
Dan, I'm leaving. I'm leaving at 10 a.m. on Friday morning, the 29th. Come visit me in Korea. Nah, I don't think I'll take that flight. What's that? That's like a 13-hour flight. I know Japan is 13 hours from here, but I don't know about Korea.
Yeah, like the missus, she would like to go to Europe, but she doesn't want to fly to Europe, and neither do I. I mean, at least I'm smaller now. When I flew this time, I was the smallest that I've been in pretty much my adult life. So there was that advantage. There was one point I was at where, I was like, I had the seatbelt pulled all the way to the end, and I know it was very uncomfortable for whoever was sitting beside me. But thankfully, I'm like 60 pounds, 70 pounds lighter now, so not quite as horrible on whoever's sitting next to me.
Y'all got me messed up now. My flight was supposed to be in Madison, but it says Minnesota. I don't know. I put it in Madison. I got to look into it.
Is it a direct flight?
Yeah, it's a direct flight.
Oh, then I don't know why you're saying
it says that, Atlanta to Madison, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I just assumed you were flying to like Minneapolis and then taking a small, and then you were just going to be on a.
No, I got a direct flight out, but I took because I took Bo's advice, and he said that the only direct flight coming out of Madison going back to Atlanta that Sunday was, I think,
super early or super late.
Yeah, it was like 6 a.m. and he's like, well, we may have look through some cards and have a few Bud Lights that Saturday night. We might not make that flight. So I took
you sleep on that flight back.
Yeah, but somebody's got to take me. Nah, but yeah, I took one a little later. So, which I'll still get back here at a decent time, which is fine.
My longest flight, just to respond to what John said, my longest flight was nothing like DFW Hong Kong, but it was my first adult flight. It was the first flight I could remember. It was Pittsburgh to Phoenix. And, of course, I am nervous as all get out, kind of like you probably will be. I feel like most people probably are their first flight. Yeah, I mean, it was like 4 hours, and we went over the Rockies and turbulence. And, hey, you ain't got to go over the Rockies, Herman. You're going to be doing all right. You're going to be all right.
My flight, at least in the Greyhound terminal. Yep. Yeah, and, I think that the closer I've gotten to this, I've come to realize that I think I've been more nervous about the check-in or whatever, as far as getting through with what to carry on and what I can't carry on and whatnot, than I have been the flight. So,
I mean, my only advice is make sure you don't have anything that's like a screwdriver, because like I had something on my keychain that was just a flathead screwdriver that I just had with me all the time in case I needed it. had to throw it away. Had to throw something similar to that away another time too. But yeah, I mean, just if you just read the instructions, I'm always nervous about everything. I was nervous. I actually had messaged John the night before my flight, but it was super late because I had to go buy a new suitcase because the one I had looked like if they tossed it too much, it was going to bust. So I had to go buy a new one. Bought it, got home, ripped the tags off, started packing, then went and looked at dimensions. And I was like 1 inch over the dimensions, and it was saying that if you went over, you were going to have to pay $200.
Yeah.
Well, so I was nervous about that. And we actually took a second suitcase, and my wife waited for me to get to check it and make sure everything was okay before she left the airport.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's always the nervousness about that. So for me, I don't think that that never goes away. Again, I'm not an international man of mystery like John, but
I mean, I don't look like I use hair relaxer, but okay.
but yeah, I think you'll be all right. Just like I said.
Yeah, I mean, I measured the bag I have, and I measured it from handle to wheels. I didn't, and I'm still under. I'm an inch under all the way around. So,
and unless you're transporting a ton of cards, you're gonna stay. You're gonna be under that 50 pounds. You really have to have a lot of heavy stuff in there. Usually, when I've gotten real close, it's because I had paperwork or something like that in there that put a lot of weight. Because usually, most people's clothes don't weigh that much. Although you are going to Wisconsin, so you may need some.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to dress for 2 seasons when I go up because I don't know if it's gonna be warm or cold.
I don't know how you usually run, but when you're in the planes and everything, you're going to be warm. So dress like you're warm.
I'm typically hot natured. The cold really doesn't. The cold really doesn't bother me. I've kind of jokingly talked with Bo about him talking about snow, but the cold doesn't bother me. I can deal with the cold. 9 times out of 10, I wear short sleeves year round here, and I know it doesn't get as cold here as it does up there. But my main concern when it's talking about snow is it affecting the flight. So.
Yeah, dress on the warm. Dress as though it's going to be warm both places. When I left Pittsburgh, it was like 30. It was like 34, 35 degrees. Got home and it was almost 90.
Look at Jenny. Look
so,
at Jenny.
That's a big old change. Jenny, that's not cool.
Yeah. But I guess it'll all be. There we are. Like I said, that stuff like that's what bothers me more than the actual, the flight itself. I guess. I mean.
So I got a message during the show. It sounds like I may be a co-host on NASCAR Radio this week. So everybody, check in with that. I will obviously retweet it or I will tweet it out when it goes live on YouTube.
I just said I was good with the cold. I just don't want nothing to affect the flight. I don't want to be like stranded for an extra day or something.
Believe it or not, they actually do have stores in Wisconsin. So, I mean, worst case scenario. YouTube link, can you show it on air? That will be you. Oh, geez.
I don't know if I can or not, Jenny. So,
I got no idea how to do that.
I would be interested in seeing it, but I don't know if I can.
You have to slide that into the DMs.
Well, she sent it, but I don't know if I can show it. Let's see. The question is, can I show it? Bear with me. I'm kind of interested in seeing it too.
We hope you all enjoy your stay.
Oh my God. Jesus. All right. I know what this is.
I got nothing.
No. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I heard it.
All right. Hold on. It's. I got to get out of this. Where'd it go? Here it goes.
John, we get it. You fly all the. We get it, John. You fly all the time. We don't.
Yeah.
Stop being a grumpy old man. That's my play. That's my job.
All right, here we go. From Cool Runnings.
Never seen it.
You haven't seen it?
Nope. Hey guys, go like the video, please. We only got 2 likes. Like the video.
All right, that's enough of that.
Yep,
You're
never
probably
seen
right. That's a good movie. You ought to watch it. Yeah, and if you hadn't liked, give us a like. If you would, and you like it, or if you don't like it, go ahead and hit it anyway. But yeah. All right, Bo says we won't have no snow. So, and like I said, I'm good with snow as long as it don't affect the flight. I actually love snow. We just don't get it that much around here.
Good. Herman's gonna do some snow angels.
Yeah, as long as it strap on spelled backwards, there's no parts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that should be deleted. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know this person.
Yeah.
We'll leave it. Whatever.
All right.
Long
All right.
as
We got like 3 minutes. Anything else?
No, I'm good. You got anything?
Like I said, I've been kind of out of it, so yeah, I don't really.
Anybody else
have
in the
anything.
chat want to make fun of me going up north on the flight?
Just have
That's
you
it.
something to do.
That's it
Have
right
you
there.
Have you something to do.
I'm
on
going to
that
do some
flight.
car recording.
Yeah, have you something to do on that flight, whether it be read or if you just want to go to sleep. But sometimes that's not easy. So
I won't be sleeping. I can tell you that.
you're not gonna sleep. Okay, probably have you something to read or something.
I can't even. A lot of times I can't even sleep in the car. So
I rarely have been able to sleep on flights. Usually when I have, it's just been because I've just been purely exhausted. So
now this I can do. I love some brats.
like, are we talking kids, brats?
No, we're talking about
'Cause
pork.
when I hear brats, I'm thinking of people's little snot gobblers.
That's probably one of my favorites. Practice these names.
Yeah, no kid.
No, see,
If you're
the only one I need to know is Madison.
Apparently, if you're ever going to play Scrabble, just get a map of Wisconsin and start trying to use that.
Right.
I'll get you some serious points right there.
Yeah. I don't do Scrabble that. I don't do word games.
You never did Words with Friends?
No. I downloaded it and then I deleted it. No, I'm sitting in the aisle, John. I did not want to be anywhere near the window. I'm sitting over the wing in the aisle.
See, I'm a big guy, so I like the aisle because I can kind of lean that way. Everybody head down.
Okay.
I give whoever's next to me a little bit of room.
No.
I think Bo is typing in Latin or something.
Manitowoc.
Akanama Nakamaki?
Yeah, that's it.
Ashawashta Beulah? I got nothing. All right. I think we should call it a night. What do you think?
I'm good. Appreciate everybody.
We've been talking nonsense for 10 minutes. We might need to start coming up with some topics again.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. We know next week what we're talking about. Because that's all anybody's going to talk about. Kind of like the last 30 minutes of this one. We went from me dining to
Whoa, easy there, cowboy. We wasn't quite that morbid. It was just,
Well, actually, we were. We just didn't say the words.
well, it was just, I mean, we all know it's going to come, but now you're just like, he did.
Watch Making a Murder to practice my accent. No, I'm taking my full drawn Southern accent up north. That's what I'm doing.
You might not want to. You might not want to go anywhere without Bo. It might not be safe with that Georgia.
Well, I
accent.
don't plan on it. So
I wouldn't be wearing any of that Georgia gear either.
no, it's coming. I'll carry my Atlanta stuff. How about that? I might even wear my Freeman jersey.
Oh, you got a Dodgers jersey?
No.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, I'm out of here.
Up north for Herman is like Virginia.
Everything's up north for me, peeps. Everything but Florida.
Everything but Florida.
All right. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all next. Hobby Roundtable this Saturday. It's kind of late to be
Hobby
saying it,
Roundtable this Saturday.
but y'all take care, and we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.